Well, a very warm welcome to the NAC 5 Stadium in Saitama. This is a huge match that could have an impact on both ends of the MEIJI YASUDA J2 League. Relegation still not out of the question for hosts Omiya. The win today would go a very long way towards clinching safety and a place in J2 again next season. Montedio Yamagata can sneak into the playoffs with some consistency, and they can pounce today. It's their chance to pounce. If they can win, the Eagle Bees go above Vigalta and into those playoff spots, and with it, they take the initiative and they take the power into their own hands. That's how tight it is at the top. Goal difference favours Montedio Yamagata. Any sort of victory today. And Vigalta, who looked good for automatic promotion in the first half of the season, would drop out of the top 6. Looks like the top 2 are going to clinch promotion. You can actually see Albirex, the top team, on Saturday against Vigalta, right here on the J.LEAGUE International YouTube channel. And that's how tight it is at the bottom. But look at that 4-point gap. Could be 7 today with 3 to play. And that would virtually ensure safety for Omiya. It's been a bleak and overcast day. It's a chilly evening in Saitama. It's wet as well. Just coming through the monsoon season. Just north of Tokyo is Saitama. The likes of Grula, Iwata, Morioka, Ryukyu and Vigalta will all be sat watching on nervously today. This fixture has the potential to shape the season for both of these teams and 3 or 4 others as well. Peter Klimowski, the coach of Montedio, big game for them. It's a game that they need to win, really. Omiya would be quite happy with the points. Takes them 5 clear of the bottom 2. Just the one change for the home side. Coach Naoki Soma, after that agonising loss to Thesper on Saturday, brings in Shinya Yajima. He's preferred to Rin Yamazaki in midfield. It's a return from injury for Kazuka Iyama on the bench as well. Not quite so straightforward for Montedio. They make 6 changes from the side which drew with the leaders Albirex at the weekend. 9-goal De La Torre and 8-goal Thiago Alves were both on the bench for that game. They start today. The creative Koto Yamada and defender Ryota Matsumoto both miss out through injury. Kabayama, Shuto Kawai, Yumu Kawai and Kanashi all coming into the starting lineup. Sito Kojima in midfield. It's been the mainstay of their midfield for a few years now. Made his debut back in 2015, homegrown local with the club at heart. His manager is Naoki Soma. We're hoping to get the best out of him this evening.
ボール支配率、それからシュート本数見てももどかしい試合が続いています。今日の試合に向けて選手たちにどんな話をされましたか。
いいゲームではやっぱりねいけない今のね時期、やっぱそういう中でやれてることは続けながらも、ただやっぱそこをね突き抜ける、やっぱそれだけのねものを出せるように、そういう準備とやっぱそのねエネルギーっていうものをね持ってほしいと、そういう話をねしました。
連戦の中で今日は山形を迎えます。山形印象いかがでしょう。
速い攻撃としっかりボールを動かしての攻撃と、両方あるチームだなというふうに思ってます。
そうした相手に対して今日勝敗を分けるポイントというのはどういったところでしょうか。
我々としたらしっかりと、ね、自分たちのペースに持っていくためにもやはり先に、ね、我々にゴールを、ね、奪えるようにというところは大きなポイントになると思っています。
ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
Naoki Soma, confident that his team can pick up something today. The return of Della Torre, a goal for him today would take him into double figures. The Brazilian had a brief spell at Queen's Park Rangers, former Porto player as well. He never played for QPR or Porto at first team level. He's played for Apoel and previously for Sufan Bury. We're hoping he can fire the goals today. The coach is the Australian Peter Klomovsky.
順位の上でも勝ち点3を持ち帰りたい一戦となっております。勝敗の鍵となるポイントというのは今日どういったところでしょうか。
First of all, I'd like to pay respects to Omiya and the J.LEAGUE for rescheduling this game.
まずはじめに本当にこの試合を本日に日程変更し、していただいたオミヤ・アルディージャ様、そして J リーグの皆様に本当に敬意を表したいと思います。
Obviously, the game was scheduled a few weeks ago. We had been impacted by COVID. It was a difficult few weeks for us with a few games in that period, and the game got rescheduled.
もともとこの試合は数週間前に行う予定でしたけれども、本当に新型コロナウイルスの状況でクラブにとっても非常に苦しい数週間でした。
So this situation would have impacted Omiya's schedule, and we apologise for that, but we look forward to a good game tonight.
これによりオミヤ・アルディージャ様のスケジュールを乱したことをお詫び申し上げたいと思います。だから本当に今日の試合対戦することを楽しみにしております。
And to answer your question, I'm sorry. For us, it's
そうのことになります。
for us, it's about executing our team performance, and we want to do that for our supporters that have travelled here tonight and everyone back in Yamagata, and we want to give them a game that they're proud of and get the 3 points for them.
まずそして質問の答えになりますけれども、まず自分たちのチームのパフォーマンスをしっかりと出せるように戦っていきたいと思います。そしてここにスタジアムに足を運んでいただいた皆様、そして山形で中継をご覧になっている皆様のために誇りに思えるような戦い方をして勝利を収めたいと思っております。
ありがとうございました。
Peter Klomovsky. Full respect to him for coming out and saying thank you to the league and to Omiya. They have had to delay this for a few weeks. They did have a COVID outbreak as well, Montedio. And, a bit of a fixture pile-up. But this is their game in hand. Omiya have found solace this season. A season of struggle. Recently, though, their home form has been good. 1 loss in 6. And they will be confident of taking something from this match today. A draw for the home side gives them a 5-point cushion over the bottom 2 with just 3 to play. Montedio know that victory puts their playoff destiny back into their own hands. This is the business end of the long, hard season, and both of these sides have every reason to be motivated and up for this evening's game. And the crowd are making sure that there's an atmosphere that matches the big-time occasion. Omiya are a big club that have played in J1 before and held their own. But the last 2 or 3 seasons they've been tangling down at the bottom of J2, toitering and loitering. They do not want relegation to J3. Match officials leading out the 2 sets of players. Huge game for both teams for completely different reasons. There's every chance these 2 will be playing each other again next season in J2. There's also that slightly outside chance they might be separated by 2 divisions. There's referee standing forward in the picture there, Kazuyoshi Inamoto. Sprinkling of rain in the skies above us. Omiya make just the one change. Shinya Yajima is preferred in midfield to Rin Yamazaki. for experience over youth. The 19-year-old drops to the bench. Signing at the beginning of the season for Gamba Osaka, Shinya Nejima starts. Second goal, Takamitsu Tomiyama leads the line alongside Seiei Nakano with 4 goals. They do score goals, Omiya. I think it's fair to say there are no bad sides in J2 this season. We saw at the weekend that Ryukyu are more than capable of mixing it with anybody. But it looks like they are going to go down, and Gorilla Morioka might just slip straight back down as well. Harsh realities of the step up caught up with the newly promoted side. 6 changes for Montedio Yamagata. The big news is that Della Torre with 9 goals comes in to lead the line. Thiago Alves, 8 goals this season, is in on the left-hand side. And Kabayama, on loan from Yokohama F. Marinos, gets the start down the right. There's also a place for Yuda, Konishi, Shota, Kawai and Amuo Kawai at left back. There is Della Torre, 29-year-old Brazilian, 9 goals to his name this season. 1 today will take him into the double figures club in J2. Hidden away on the bench there, Naoki Soma, the head coach of Omiya, has decided that now is probably not the time to brave the wet weather. And it won't dampen the spirits of the crowd. Montedio Yamagata report a good following with them. It's a 350-kilometre journey down from the north. Saitama is just north of Yokohama in the greater Tokyo region, 30 kilometres from central Tokyo. Today, one of 5 teams in J2 situated up in the north, along with Albirex, Gurula, Vigalta and Blitzer. We are one of 8 teams in J2 from the greater Tokyo area. All the talking is done, all the build-up is over, and now it's all about what these 2 teams can contrive in the next 90 minutes. It's a clearance from Ruku Handa. Wasn't a particularly good clearance. Nakanuwa go all the way through to goalkeeper Gota. And they changed strip today of yellow. Montedio usually wear blue and white stripes, for those of you not familiar the J2 League or Montedio Yamagata, known as the Eagle Bees. They are without a win in 3 away from home. This is Shinzatu. Flicked on. Shinzato did have a spell with Montedio, as well as Jubilo Iwata, Mito Hollyhock. This is Tomiyama. Shot from Mikano is quickly blocked by Handa, and that will be a corner. 2 strikers combining there. They've got good understanding, and they've also got 11 goals this season, which isn't a bad return for a strike partnership for a team that are threatened with relegation. See behind that goal, 1 half blue, 1 half orange. There's a fair few that have made the journey. Stadiums that is tight and compact, no track around the pitch. It makes for a really good atmosphere. Terracing as well, large chunks of the ground behind both goals. That's a neat turn. Yajima clawed away by Masaka Goto. It's actually a good decision by the goalkeeper to come and get something to it. Just literally poured it away. Clearance by Okuniwa, by Handa, beg your pardon. It's Handa again. Given away though, Kajima towards the penalty area. Hoisted forward by Noda. It's good Good start this from Omiya. Nil-nil. 2.5 minutes on the clock here on the J.League International YouTube channel. Giving you all the best action from both ends really of the J2 this one, because we are only 4 points above the drop zone. They could have made themselves virtually safe with a victory at fellow strugglers Thesper at the weekend, but lost. It was a testing ball forward. Thiago Alves, the Portuguese, had made the run forward and he's caught the goalkeeper late there. He's saying he had the right to go in, but he's got a yellow card for the challenge. It's 3 minutes gone. There's a back pass. It's a skiddy surface and he's gone sliding in. I'd say he needed to do so, but he cleaned out the goalkeeper long after the ball had gone, and Thiago Alves. The yellow card. Portuguese, 8 goals this season. They'll need something from him today, but it's been a solid start for the home side in the opening 4 minutes or so. Goalkeeper Ko Shimura, who's on loan from Garavan's Kitakuyoshi. Let's kick the ball straight out of play. Lifted forward by Handa. Volleyed forward by Hakamata. Target was Tomiyami. Ono's header out for a throw. Recent unbeaten run, and the was ended by 2 successive 1-0 defeats. Both of these sides have won 4 of their last 10. They're in similar form. Know that anyone can beat anybody in J2. That's a good ball into Della Torre. He turns and finds himself in a little bit of space, feeds it towards the left-hand side, and KY. Alves, cross in, just nudged away by Shinzato, and then hoisted high over the crossbar and out for a goal kick by Yudai Konishi. Where Thiago Alves is a handful, just clips it in. It's good defended by Shinzato, not a particularly good strike by Kurimoto. He has only got one, by Konishi, I beg your pardon. He's only got 1 goal this season. Finishing like that, you can see why. Shimura's last clearance went out of play. This one stayed in, climbing all over his man there, but the referee's been wise to play on. Wasn't a good clearance by Okaniwa, and it's been won back by Tomiyama, who's been busy in the opening stages, and whilst he retrieved the situation there, Rico Handa, he has ended up turning it behind with 6 minutes gone for the first corner of the game. It's going to be swung in left-hand side. Kurimoto, it's flicked on. It's a really well-worked corner. In fact, arriving at the back post was Hakamata. It was a big ask for the Jubilo Wataloni to make something of it. He tried to turn it back and ended up turning it behind for a goal kick, but it was the flick at the near post from Shinzato. Torre, giving him an inch. Konishi. Kinoda. A little bit of time and space from Kanishi. Straight onto the head of Hakamata. Foul. Kinoda. Free kick. Shake of the head from the former Rosso and Gamba Osaka player. Doesn't pick up a yellow card. He is on 4 yellows. The deadline of bans on 5 yellows has long passed. Early, the likes of Ryukyu will be watching this, and Morioka as well. To mention Vigalta, who would lose their place in the top 6 were Montedio Yamagata to win this game in hand. There are just 3 matches remaining after this. The host mid-table Renault for on Sunday before travelling to Tokushima Votis on the penultimate weekend, and they end at home to Vivara Nagasaki. Montedio host Mito Hollyhock, then the penultimate weekend go to Oita Trinita, who ended the season draw specialist Tokushima Votis. Here comes the cross into the box. It's a deep ball as well. It's Kabayama. Oh, that's a brilliant strike. That is exactly what they wanted from Kabayama. On loan from Yokohama F. Marinos, the J1 champions-elect. He can't get a game there, but he's back in the starting lineup for Montedio Yamagata, and he cuts inside. It's a goal out of nothing, really. One down the left-hand side by Thiago Alves. Look at the space that Kawhi has, gets the cross in. It didn't look any immediate danger. Brings it down on his thigh, back into his left, and curls it, unerring finish into the corner. And Ryonosuke Kabayama steps up with a crucial goal for Montedio, and it's his first goal since his arrival on loan, and it's a vital goal. Thiago Alves back to Kanishi. It's a very well taken goal. He's one of 6 changes made by Montedio at the weekend. They held the league leaders. Albirex, they were leading at half-time in that game. They've got themselves an early lead here inside the opening 10 minutes. Leo will feel hard done by because that's the first real sighting of goal from the visitors. Yajima. Got an overlap. Well, that's good play. And then eventually cleared away. The shot was from Shibayama. And he made a really good run into the box, and it was spotted well by Kojima. Shoot forward by Shibayama. Towards the penalty area. It was a bit too powerful for Nakano. Now they could break away Montedio. We was hoping that with all the pressures on these two sides, it wouldn't be a cagey game. It's not been at all cagey. It's been very easy on the eye. Both sides have the express purpose of going out and winning the game. A draw is not a disaster for Omiya. But it does mean if they don't win today, Montedio Yamagata, that they are still playing catch-up. However, the team they're trying to catch, Vigalta, are in dreadful form and go to the league leaders, Albirex, on Saturday. And I'll mention that game in a short while because that's the game right here on the J.LEAGUE International YouTube channel this weekend. Looking forward to that one at the Denka Big Swamp. Do it up. Make you hand up. To Kabayama, the goal scorer. He tried to play it inside to Kunishi. All went wrong. And it's Omiya who can bring the ball away. Koniwa. Signed as recently as July from FC Tokyo, where he was surplus to requirements, a 23-year-old. of the oldest average age sides in the division. Omiya, plenty of experience amongst their ranks. On paper, it's a team that should be doing better than they are. As a club, they should be doing better. Played by Nakana. Wide to Korimoto. Take the corner. 13 minutes just approaching. And the noise is all coming from the Eagle Bees fans in the far corner behind that goal that they are defending at the moment. Despite the number 3 on his back, Okaniwa is very much a two-footed player, and he'll take this one right-footed. He is playing at right back today. He is a left back or central defender. He's very versatile, very two-footed. The referee's taking charge of this with a smile on his face. He has shown that yellow card to Thiago Alves. It was worthy. Kaniwa. Away by Della Torre. Hasn't been fully cleared yet. Flicked on by Kabayama, and the flick was a good one. Thiago Alves, that's a brilliant ball. Hand up, gets it in, but it's just too high, the cross for Della Torre. Trying to recycle it. So Thiago Alves tangles with Okaniwa. It ends in smiles rather than further aggression. I think Thiago Alves wanted to try and diffuse that, as he is on a yellow card. Last thing he needs is a red card in the opening 15 minutes. That changes the whole setup of this game. That ball into the box just too high for Della Torre. It was a foot lower, that would have been 2-0. Portuguese winger. Played in the extra class in Poland for Gliwice. Piast Gliwice. Got European experience. Fluids on board for one or two of the Omiya players. Coach Naoki Soma passing out the orders to Okaniwa. It's not a particularly warm evening, there's a slight chill in the air. He's in the yellow card. He played a small but important part in the build-up to the goal as well. Thiago Alves. Free kick taken by Ko Shimura. Foul by Tomiyami. Try to take the sting out of the situation, having got that goal. Montedio. It's the goalkeeper, Masaki Goto. Recently signed from Svegen, Masaki Goto, at the beginning of the season. He's quickly become the number 1 at the ND Soft Stadium. Got the bigger squad, Montedio. It's 6 changes today to recycle things. No such luxuries for Omiya. They could land themselves on the back foot here. Ambitious from Kabayama. But then he has scored already today. A very well taken left-footed strike. It was a right-footed volley. A completely different result. victory today will take Montedio Yamagata into 6th place, knock Vigalta out of the playoff picture. Tokushima Votis are level on points with Montedio and ready to pounce the draw specialists. And they'll be keeping a close eye on this game as well. Not particularly affected by the result, although they could do with Omiya winning or drawing. But they do have to play both of these sides in their final 3 matches. Jeff United, Vivara on 55 points are still in the equation. Tokyo Verdy on 52. Would need to win all 3 games and have a bizarre sequence of results elsewhere over the next 3 weeks if they were to creep into the playoffs. It's a good tackle from the side by Kenishi to win the ball back for Montedio. One more victory you would think would be enough for Omiya. So not going to be too despondent if they were to lose this game. Shibayama lost it, won it, lost it. Kenishi busy in the midfield, back to Noda. Masaka Goto. Kenishi again. To the left, and Thiago Alves, and he helps it on very quickly to Kawhi. Kawhi's cross. He's trying to see it behind for a corner, and just about does so. Came off of Shinzato. In a starting lineup for Omiya over the age of 30. The Montedio Yamagata starting 11, all in their 20s. The oldest player being 29-year-old Della Torre in attack, and 28-year-old Shuto Minami in midfield. Corner on the left-hand side. It's going to be swung in by Kenishi. Interesting. He got the header in at the back post. It was Yamazaki. It was a comfortable save. Just over 20 minutes gone. So far, so good for Montedio. You would have to say that their need is probably the greater. Yeah, would probably survive with a defeat today. Montedio could still make the playoffs with a loss, but this is the game in hand. This is the game that hands them the initiative. It's all about who can handle the pressure now. After a long, hard slog of a season that began back in February. Could yet be extended for Montedio as they carry the ball forward. Oh no. Omiya towards a right-hander's cross. Fended off. Away. Yamazaki. Hand up. Noda. Kenishi. Quite on the same wavelength as Thiago Alves now for a throw. Quick reminder, this coming Saturday, 1400 hours Japanese time, 0600 hours BST. We're at the the Denka Big Swan Stadium, where Albirex could clinch promotion back to J1 this weekend. They're at home to Vigalta Sendai, who are losing a grip on their playoff place and need a quick turnaround in form to rescue their playoff hopes. Here's the goal scorer, Kabayama. It's a chance to see the champions-elect this weekend. Thiago Alves nearly made its way all the way through to the onrushing Kabayama. Eventually, Omiya are rescued by the referee's whistle. It's a foul by Yamazaki. Just had his foot up as he entered the penalty area. They won the early season meeting in April at the ND Soft Stadium away at home, against Omiya by 2-0. Fujimoto and Fujito from the penalty spot scoring the goals that day. Montedio won here last season 3-1 and have won 2 of the last 4 visits here, losing just the once to Omiya on away soil. Kawai's done well, shooter Kawai, and he's continued his run through the centre circle. This is a promising attack. Over on the right-hand side is Shibayima. It's Kawai again, into the box. Ooh, it was very close. Wasn't an easy one for Kabayama to adjust to at the near post. It was zipped in. It's a good delivery from Kawai. Kabayama had to try and open himself up in the narrowest of angles to divert it. It didn't quite happen. It is raining here in Saitama. It's a bleak, miserable evening. Hakamata. Masahito Ono. Kushima. Kuramoto. Ono. Kujima. And their way out from the back, Shinzato. 67% possession from Montedio. Nakamata. Masahito Ono. Trying to claw back some of those percentages in terms of possession at the moment, Omiya, but they've given the ball away. Down goes Shuto Kawai. Kinoda. Yumu Kawai. One Kawai to the other. Shuto Kawai. Zaki. Goalkeeper Masaka Goto's come out to slice of the action. That's a neat turn from Kawai. It's been brought down. He makes those little runs from midfield that are problematic, bursting through the lines, and it's a yellow card for the foul on him. This is a lovely little touch here. Gets away. Forces a cynical foul in the end from Kuramoto. Yellow card for the 32-year-old former Colorado Springs player. Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Torre hasn't seen too much of the ball so far. Kabayama. Kawhi. Thiago Alves. Twisting and turning and numbered in the end, 2-1. Kota Yamada and Ryoto Matsumoto both out injured today for Montedio, having started at the weekend against Albirex. Minutes gone. It's the playoff contenders that are leading the relegation battlers by a 0-0. And it's been a professional performance so far from Montedio. Shinzato, Kurimoto through the lines, Shibayama through the middle. Trying to find a way back into the game. Two strikers like to combine, Tomiyami and Saya Nakano. Didn't quite happen there. That goal from Ryanosuke Kabayama as the visitors ahead by a 0-0, and since then they have done very well to squeeze the early exuberance out of Omiya. There is the coach of Montedio Yamagata, the Australian Peter Klamovsky. For 3 years, the assistant coach of the Australian national team. Has been around and done his duties as Klamovsky. He's also in charge of Shimizu X-Pulse, so he's got some pedigree, the 43-year-old from Sydney. Goalkeeper Masaki Gota. We're a third of the way through this fixture. The opening exchanges, they look vibrant, Omiya, but the goal has taken the sting out of their tail somewhat. Neat header by Tomiyama. And an overhit pass strays behind for a goal kick. This was the goal, if you missed it. It's a very well taken goal as well. As well as it being a good goal, it was his first goal for the club. The goalkeeper did get his fingers to it, didn't he? Strike low from Ryanosuke Kabayama. And on the attack again here with Thiago Alves. Alves goes for the curler himself. Quite the bend that he needed, but a quick indication of just how dangerous a player he is, cutting in from the left-hand side. You have to keep tight and don't give him an inch, because he will punish it with those sorts of chances. on 8 goals this season for nothing. Wide from Takemitsu Tomiyama. Ejima exchanging passes with Masahito Ono. Kamata, former Yokohama player. Ejima, and again. Line from Okaniwa. That's the last two. Haven't beaten Tachiki here in their last home game, 3-1. Omiya. They have scored 5 goals in their last 2 home games. A 2-2 draw against playoff contenders Oita. That's a good ball in. The flick didn't come to anything, but it came back out again. Yajima's shot was blocked. That was better. Oh no. Yajima again. Come down for Nakano. It's cleared away by Minami. And then a little lob over the goalkeeper, Della Torre. It was off target. It was an improvised lob trying to get it beyond the goalkeeper, but he couldn't get the angle right. It was one big lob forward from Kanishi. In fact, lobs it over the goalkeeper. I think he was caught in 2 minds, trying to lob the goalkeeper and hit the target, or just get it over the goalkeeper and finish it off by going round him. In the end, it turned out to be neither. Win away at Venfore Kufu recently as well for Omiya. They've had some good results. Vegalta Sendai away, they won 3-2. They beat Yokohama here 3-2 as well, only recently in August. They've had some very impressive results. Running down the left-hand side for Kawai. Kawai again, just trying to chip it back into his namesake, Yubu Kawai, but it didn't quite happen. It's going to be a throw. Taken by Kuwait, return from whence it came. Final whistle has just blown in the first of the semi-finals tonight in the Emperor's Cup. We have to say congratulations to J2 League, Venfore Kufu, who have beaten Kashima Antlers 1-0 at home. They are through to the final. Well, they're down towards the bottom of J2, but they're into the final of the Emperor's Cup. Congratulations to them, and it just underlines that there are a capable bunch of teams in that J2. Now that's an interesting challenge, which is probably going to see another yellow card coming out, and indeed it does. It's time for the goal scorer, Kabayama, who had to chase back, and as he does so, it's a 50-50 dash It's a winger's tackle, isn't it? Another card for the goal scorer. The only goal so far. It's a great result that. The other semi-final, by the way, in the Emperor's Cup has just kicked off. Sam Freke away at Kyoto Sanga, who were promoted from J2 themselves last season. That one is goalless at the moment. Final, by the way, will be on Sunday the 16th. Punch by the goalkeeper, but perhaps it would have been easier to catch, but then it is a greasy ball that's been launched into his penalty area on a wet night. That scrappy tangle. Determined to come out with the ball was Yamazaki. Ball forward, punched away by Noda. This is where they could be dangerous. Della Torre almost linking up well with Shoto Kawai, who's made some good movement just in front of the midfield between the lines. He's caused one or two problems. There's a ball into the box, and it was a good ball as well. Lifted in by Ono and just out of the reach. Really good ball in. Kashima plays it wide. Great ball in. Look at that, Hakamata. Venturing up from the back. Got his head on the crate of drinks behind the goal, which might have been slightly painful. Excellent news for J2 to see Benfore Kufu through to the final of the Emperor's Cup. Let's not forget, though, that Jubilo Owatu were the champions last season in this league. Are on their way to possibly being relegated straight back. They're currently bottom. They do have 2 games in hand, but they are 8 points from safety with 5 to play. They're going to have to go on a title-winning run of form between now and the end of the season if they are to preserve their status. Kyoto Sanga, who are in action at the moment in the Emperor's Cup semi-final, look like they are going to be safe, but they're only 2 points above the relegation playoff place. 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th place teams in J2 play each other in semi-finals and the final, and then they go through for the right for a J1 league place against the team that finished 16th in J1, which is currently Avispa Fukuoka. They've lost 4 of their last 5 and are not in particularly good form. Squeezed away by Okaniwa. Half time just 3.5 minutes away, plus injury time. Wet evening in Saitama, just north of Tokyo. Thiago Alves. Into Tomoyama, 31-year-old, 7 goals this season. They could do with something from him right now. Here he is on the run. He's got 2 defenders to tangle with. One of them is Yamazaki, plays for safety. Tomiyama. Shibayama. There's some space for Kojima. That's a very good save. Well, it's the first time that Masaki Goto has been extended, and it was a good one-handed save. Kojima hasn't scored this season. Would have done that had it not been for the hand of the goalkeeper. Very, very good save when you look at it from that angle. That's a splendid stop to keep out Masato Kojima. Towards the near post, looking for the flick on, never really materialised. But that was an excellent save by the former Svedjan goalkeeper. 27-year-old flicking the ball over the crossbar. That was heading for the top corner. There's no doubt that would have been a super equaliser. In the end, it was an excellent save. Heading towards the top corner like an arrow. Thiago Alves and Torre chasing. Hakamata stepping in. It's Hakamata. He does play at the back, but he's a player that occasionally, like he is now, just ghost forward. There's a couple of times he's made runs into the penalty area. He very nearly got on the end of that cross a few minutes ago, of course, from Yajima. Controlled by Tokiyama. Nijima, not a good ball into the box, away by Yamazaki. Had a good spell in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Omiya. About 30 seconds plus injury time remaining in the first half. We'll find out what the stoppage time situation is in a minute. That's a good ball in, needed to be dealt with and was by Yamazaki. Not properly cleared. Shot by Erdo, punched by Goto, who was fouled in the process. I'm sure there was an awful lot wrong with the challenge from Nakano. From a Shonan Belmare goalkeeper. He's a tall goalkeeper as well at 6'3". They haven't won in 3 away from home, the Eagle Bees. They have won 5 away this season. Their last away victory was early August away at Renofa. Braving the rain in the technical area, Peter Klomovsky. He won't mind getting wet off his side. Take all 3 points. They're heading in the right direction, leading here by a goal to nil. Masahito Ono with a clearance, 3 minutes into, 3 minutes of injury time. We're just coming up to the end of the first of those 3 minutes. Torre goes for power rather than the curl. Away from goal and wide. Got the firepower to do damage on the counter-attack, and they've played that game quite well in the first half. Montedio Yamagata. On the corner from Shibayama, who's continued his run down the right-hand side. Kojima. Kano. Slipped through by Ono. Ono again. Straight into Yamazaki. Captain clears. Anywhere will do. We're into the final minute of the 3. The end of the first half. And we are 0. Montedio 1. losing out, no foul, stays down. He has given the free kick now. It's assistant referee that's given it. The rain has certainly got heavier as the half has worn on. It's beginning to get a little bit greasy underfoot, a little bit slippy. Line of 8 players at the edge of the penalty area for Montedio. This is probably going to be the last of the first half action. Needs to be a good delivery. Jima curls it in. Tori couldn't quite reach it. There is the half-time whistle. Omiya started well, but then they were hit by the sucker punch on 10 minutes. A curling effort from Ryonosuke Kabayama, his first goal since joining on loan from Yokohama F. Marinos. And that gave Montedio Yamagata something to hold on to. And the Eagle Bees have put in a professional performance, but they were indebted to their goalkeeper Masaka Goto for a brilliant save just before half-time to keep out Masato Kojima at half-time. Omiya 0, Montedio Yamagata 1. Well, a big match tonight, and a game in which much hinges for both sides. It was the home side, Omiya, who made the promising start. Hakamata unable to turn that one in at the far post. It was a difficult one as the rain started to fall heavily. And then this happened. One well in the midfield by Alves. Lovely through ball to the left-hand side. Maria Kawai's ball in. Didn't look any immediate danger. And then this, a left-footed stunner. First goal for the club for Kabayama. Ryonosuke Kabayama on loan from Yokohama F. Marinos with a brilliant finish. Lovely back heel, wasn't it? And the through ball for Kanishi. Cross from Kawai. And the curling goal from Kabayama. It's his first goal for the club, and it's a hugely important one. Not had it all their own way in Montedio, a largely professional first half performance. They do look dangerous coming forward. Kabayama. And that curling effort from Thiago Alves was just wide. Alves, who picked up a yellow card in the opening 3 minutes. It's a danger in those situations. Certainly played their part in the first half, Omiya. This was a classic counter-attack involving De La Torre, who's been picked off. Look here at Kojima. Options to his left and his right. Kojima's cross, just too much on it for Hakamata, who made that impressive run from the back and nearly got on the end of it. Inches away from making it 1-1. Shibayama then involved down the right-hand side. This was the chance for Kojima. Rattled it left-footed. We saw a brilliant left-footed strike at one end. Would have been a left-footed strike of brilliance at the other had it not been for the hand of Masaka Goto. Good save. Montedio Yamagata out very early. Ahead of the second half. They lead by a goal to nil at half time. A goal coming after just 10 minutes from Suki Kabayama. Very well taken goal it was too. This one, they will be in a position of 6th in the table with their destiny very much in their own hands. Komiyama. There's a change at half time. Ono is replaced by Rekia Tigi. There's a goal scorer. Oh, 45 minutes for both of these teams. He up 4 points ahead of the bottom two. This is a game in hand. Give them real breathing space. 3 to play. If they were to pick up 6 points from these 2 away games in the space of a few days, they would be safe mathematically. Renofa are here on Sunday. Still yet to play at home to Vivara Nagasaka on the final day, and Tokushima Votis away. 3 of their last 4 are at home, including this one. Scoreline as it is, both teams know that their destiny, their aim, their goal is still in their own hands. Half time, Masahito Ono off. Yuka Matigi is on. Matigi, by the way, former Iwara Red Diamonds player who was relegated from J2 last season with Ahimi, and 4 went down because of the restructure. He won't want back-to-back relegations from this division. Rukia Matigi into the second half. Onside with a throw taken by Matigi. Needed everybody by Yamazaki. So goalkeeper Goto had a brilliant save before half-time, didn't he? Kanishi. Interesting ball. Della Torre might just ghost in. Goalkeeper had to be alert, and was. Shimura. Back again by the visitors, and Hiroki Noda. He's given it away. Tomiyama. Takes a tumble, and that's a free kick. And a yellow card for Kanishi. We've now got 4 yellow cards out there on a greasy pitch, on a wet evening, blustery conditions. A handful of players having to tread very carefully. Another thing, by the way, are defenders. 2 midfielders and 2 forward players with those yellows. Sending off could change the complexion of the game. Need to be careful. Free kick. And after that defensive line, can it be breached? They're away from Kojima. Torres header. Twisted back forward by Hakamata. Kaniwa got the final touch, and it slithered away for a goal kick. second half. And that was a little on the sloppy side for goalkeeper Goto. Kumoto. Cross coming in from Yajima. Fortune favouring defender Kawhi. Enemy finding another Kawhi, Shoto Kawhi. So Kawhi is combining on the left-hand side and combining to give the ball away. Search of an equaliser. Probably be heavily cheered. Sendai. Gelter still trying to clamber onto their position in the 6th place. It's a tame shot from Shibayama. Even the draw today doesn't leave Montedio in a bad position, because the Gelter, the team they're trying to catch, do go to the league leaders, Albrechts, at the weekend, and they are in terrible form. The Gelter. Played by Shimayama. Cross into the box and blazed over. It had blistering pace on it from Shinji Yajima. Couldn't keep it down. Released by Gamba Asaka at the end of last season. He's not had the best of luck this season with injuries. He's yet to score. That was one he got underneath. It is a very wet and windy night. Jima again goes for goal, this time with the right foot, and this time he kept it down and he gave it a bit of a hammer. Right behind it was Masaki Goto. Back to Shimura, goes long down the right hand side. Strong header from Ayumu Kawai. Kabiyama. Yamazaki. It's a great ball through the middle, beautiful touch. That is a sensational finish, but off the post. Oh my goodness me, Thiago Alves, I thought he'd scored a second there. It wasn't about the finish, it was about the touch. Greasy conditions, wet and windy, but that ball over the top, and it stuck to his foot the moment he stuck his left foot out, and he thought, that's it. That first touch has made him a goal there. And he thought he'd had 9 for the season, but it's come ramming back off the post. So close for 2. What a chance. When you see it again, you'll see just how good a touch it was, and it deserved a goal in many respects. I get to see it in a moment. First of all, here's Kabiyama. Cleared away, one back again. Nakamata. Gohanda. It's chipped in with 3 assists on the right hand side of the defence, Rick Gohanda. Corner from Kenichi. He's chasing shadows at the moment as Kojima launches it clear. Goalkeeper's come a long way out of his penalty area, I'm not quite sure why. Kojima. Kano, good ball in. Timely header away from Noda and behind for a corner. Seiya Nakano with the cross. Very nearly finding Tomiyama. Still a lively contest. Shot from Thiago Alves coming back off the post. Would have given Montedio Yamagata a real cushion in this game. How big a miss is that? We will wait and see. Here comes the corner. Goalkeeper flaps at it but gets it away. Yama. Shibiyama again. It's away by Handa, not very far. Curling effort from Miyajima. Boosted back upfield from Kanishi. This is where they could do a lot of damage. And he's away here. Goalkeeper's coming out. Just as well because Thiago Alves was ghosting in on him. They have the ability to cause damage on those counter-attacks. Montedio. Just coming up to 9 minutes of the second half gone. Kanishi to Minami. Kanishi again. Down the line from Thiago Alves. Kanishi. Referee gets out the way. Sliced away by Hakamata. Space on the right hand side for Kabayama. Kabayama just lost his balance as he tried to take on the defender. That allowed Matigi the chance to get away. Goalkeepers don't mind coming out of the penalty areas. Nishi, Nakamata. Down the line. Flick the ball into the penalty area. There's Kawhi. Kadishi. Hand up. And up in the air. Claimed well by Ko Shimura. Okaniba. Yama. Excellent ball in. There's a good strong header away from Shinzato. It's Noda, in fact, I beg your pardon. Ball back in again. The chance nearly fell at the feet of Nakano. This is where they break away again. Ball from Alves. Couldn't find Della Torre. They'll go again. Tomiyama. Shibiyama, rather. Nakano. Shibiyama. Play on, says the referee. Into that penalty area, into that 6-yard box, into the danger zone. No one really in there to cause too much havoc. Ortega. To Matigi again. He's killed that straight behind for a goal kick. Omiya Ultras behind the goal. Wanting an equaliser. Well set up this game because Omiya are going for it. And Montedio have defended well and looks so dangerous coming forward on the counter-attack. Thiago Alves. Yamazaki. Hiroki Noda. Minami. Good interception from Kuramoto. Turns the pendulum back in the direction just for a moment. Last touch coming off of Yumu Kawai, 22-year-old from Sanfrecce, Hiroshima. A run-off player as well. Battle to win it back is Shuto Kawai. And off goes Thiago Alves, and the right ball could be a killer ball. It's a good save. Well, Della Torre looked nailed on to make it 2-0. And it's blocked. Goalkeeper's gloves and the white paint on the goal frame have denied Montedio Yamagata twice in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Could have extended their lead. They do look dangerous on the counter-attack. Nakano. It's back inside, Nakano. Good pass, cleared by Kanishi. This is where he can cause untold damage. Thiago Alves. Tsunami. And Kanishi. Kamiyama. This near side. And up. Kanishi. To Noda. Risk ball out wide to Thiago. Yeah, have it back. Kano. Mata. Yajima. Sakamata again to Shinzato. Kuramoto. It's a good ball out wide. Shibayama pulls it back. Carefully cleared by Noda. Take your eyes off of this one, it's intriguing. Just past the hour mark. Goal for Montedio. In the driving seat. Omiya are not going to give up the ghost. They're going to keep on giving it their all, their 100%. To try and find an equaliser. Jima's long ball forward. Floats away over the head of Shabayama. Through to goalkeeper Masaka Goto. Just take the sting out of the game for a moment. Everyone gather their breath. That gives me time to remind you of what's coming up on the J.League International YouTube channel this Saturday, 1400 hours Japanese time, 0600 hours BST. We're at the Denka Big Swan Stadium where Albirex Niigata could clinch promotion this weekend back to J1. They're at home to Vegalta Sendai, who are losing their grip in the playoff places. They need a quick turnaround in form to rescue their playoff hopes. Your chance to see the champions-elect in action this weekend, right here on the J.League International YouTube channel. It's this Saturday. It's Albirex Niigata against Vegalta Sendai. Join me. Can't wait for that one. Should be a cracker. This one has still got some drama to squeeze out of it, I'm sure. It's been very intriguing. Della Torre could have killed the game off. Thiago Alves, he could have killed the game off as well. He's tried his luck from an angle with a right-footed rasper, which is beaten away by the goalkeeper Shimura. It's Alves again, Thiago Alves. Neat and intricate. Konami. Kanishi. It's a hefty challenge from Kawai, but the referee's played on. Trying to let the game flow as much as possible, and this is where the substitutions will no doubt start to take effect. First change is for the visitors, and Thiago Alves is coming off. He's put in a shift. Kabiyama's coming off as well. Goto is one of the players coming on. He'll go on the left wing as a direct replacement. So Shintaro Kakubu comes on as well. He'll probably slot in down the right side. Kato, the former veteran player. Kakubu has 6 assists and 3 goals this season. He's a more than capable player. Can play down the left, can play down the right, can play down the centre. I suspect he'll fill in the right hand side void left by the departure of goal scorer Kabiyama. So the goal scorer and the man that hit the post and nearly made it 2-0 have both gone off. So there'll be a change in a minute for the home side. This Kichi Nijima is going to come on. Goal kick. He's been carrying an injury, Thiago Alves. In the heavy conditions, he has been making runs like this. This was the one that set up Della Torre. It's a really good one-handed save from Shimura. Hats off to the 2 goalkeepers tonight who have both made really good one-handed saves down that end of the ground. Gold and this place would erupt. Kunamoto, of course, if it's a Omiya goal. 25 big minutes of the J2 season. It's not just about Omiya Ardija. It's about the 2 teams at the bottom. It's about the teams around Montedio Yamagata in the playoff places. 2 strikers are coming off. Tomiyama and Nakano. They're freshening things up by bringing on Kichi Yajima, 27-year-old who's got 4 goals this season. So at the beginning of last season from FC Tokyo. He's joined by Rin Yamazaki in attack, who's yet to score a senior goal, the 19-year-old, when he made his debut back in August. He's a young talent that they are nurturing carefully into the J2 scene. He's been one that has impressed. He won the line down the left-hand side of that attack, it seems, with Nishima down the middle. Here he is, first touch for the teenager, Yamazaki, wins a throw. Yajima. 2 Yajimas on the pitch. For the hosts, 2 Kawaias on the pitch in Montedio. Komoto. Kia Motegi. Yamazaki. Got the last touch. It's going to be a goal kick, is it? No, it's a corner. Did look as if the defender knocked it against him, but this will give us a better indication whether I was right or the referee was right. Still not sure. Cameraman didn't quite keep still quick enough, did he? So just coming up to the midway point in the second half, and a corner to Omiya. Back in and across. It was all very messy. The goalkeeper had made the save. Time stood still for a second there. Shibiyama down the line, free kick. This is a chance to get the ball into the box. Foul on Okaniwa. grabbed hold of the arm. Keto. This is the deep corner. Headed back across. It's kind of left by Yamazaki, who's expected his goalkeeper to come. In the end, the goalkeeper did have to make a forceful save to block the ball, but it's a me to you at that moment. Header, it'll come out to the near side, but the touch from Yamazaki was not preventative, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. It was a shot by Hakamata that forced the save from Goto just a few moments ago at that near post, the scramble from the corner. One minutes to go. Nudge forward by Yajima. Kanishi. Been put on the back foot at the moment. Montedio. He's going to go up for a throw. It'll be a long 20 minutes, I'm sure, for those Montedio fans who know that their playoff places very much riding on this result. By Shinzato. Kushima. Tigi is on this near side, but instead he comes back inside. Hakamata. Shinzato to goalkeeper Shimura. But this is a Omiya side that just 6 years ago finished in the top 5 in J1. Went downhill, they got relegated, they just missed out on promotion, straight back on 2 successive seasons. Omiya. And then change of philosophy, change of direction from the club. Budgets were cut. In the last 2 seasons they have struggled in the bottom half of the table. That's the case again for this 3rd season in succession. They really are in trouble this time around. Should survive, 4 points ahead. But suddenly, at the weekend they were to lose. And, Morioka, Marta, Grilla Morioka were to win. And the whole complexion changes again. Great games coming up this weekend. Of course, we've already mentioned we will be the game on Saturday between Albrax and Migalta. Shima. Interesting ball in. It's a brave header from Hiroki Noda. Glance it away. It's a good ball in from the left-hand side from Rikiya Matigi. Right-footed delivery. It's a corner. Got home to Tokyo Verdy at the weekend, who really got much to play for. I think they've got too much to do now to catch the playoffs. Tokyo Verdy. Maybe a good time to play them. They win that one. And they're unable to win their 2 home games, including this one. They could be in trouble, but they might be looking for an equaliser here. A little chip towards the goal from Shinja Yajima. Lands on the roof of the net. Well, Shinja Yajima, former Gamba Osaka and Iwara Red Diamonds player. He's yet to score since his arrival in January. Their coach Leo Kasoma. He's made 3 changes so far. He's recycled his 2 front men in search of an equaliser. Since the departure of Kabayama and Thiago Alves, Montedio have not looked quite so resourceful on the counter-attack. Shibayama, very congested. That's a good through ball down the middle by Yajima. Strength of Yamazaki. Saw off the youngster Yamazaki. The 2 namesakes are not related. Kazuki Yamazaki won that Yamazaki battle against Rin. Bottom club Ryukyu Goten's ventured at the weekend. Yokohama, tough home game against Oita, still needing points to clinch their automatic promotion without needing the playoffs. Venfori Kufu, J2 League side that reached the Emperor's Cup earlier this evening. The home game against Fagiano, who could still make the top 2. It's this Sunday, that game. Excellent play from Yajima. It goes towards the penalty area. Noda gets his head on it, gets some distance. Kojima, Shibayama cuts inside, rising. And the goalkeeper watched the shot from Shibayama go over his crossbar. Double change for the home side. Torre is coming off, and so too Shoto Kawai. So those 4 front men have all come off. Looks like Akira Desaro is one of the players coming on. Yes, it is, and Ibuki Fujita as well, the experienced former Matsumoto Yamaga player. Desaro, there he is, on loan from Shimizu S-Pulse of J-League. He's got 5 goals this season. Throw. To the feet of Kojima. Kojima again. Over. Still try to turn there. Yamazaki, 19-year-old. Perhaps not quite physically challenged to compete at this level just yet, but he's shown 1 or 2 really good touches in attacking position since he's come on as a sub. Kojima. It's a nice touch from Yajima. Yamazaki peeled into the middle. Has gone down. It's one back well by Yajima. Sent wide by Hakamata. Hakamata again. It's a good ball. Very congested. As Yamazaki found out, but it's not been properly cleared by Montedio. That could be costly. Clawed away by the goalkeeper, who got caught there in the process. And free kick has been given. The clock continues to tick down, just over 12.5 minutes plus injury time remaining. The injury to Masaki Goto just broke up play. Just caught by the forearm of Kichi Yajima. Going to be okay. Quick reminder, this Saturday, Denka Big Swan Stadium. We're on live on the J.LEAGUE International YouTube Channel. 1400 hours Japanese time, 0600 hours BST. It's Albirex Niigata. 3 points would all but seal their promotion. They need a result elsewhere, but their goal difference should see them up. They take on Niigata Sendai. Off comes Shibayama. On goes Takeda. Hirotoshi Kida. He's on loan from Iwara Red Diamonds. Fourth change made by Naoki Soma. There he is. He's tidy, got a little under 12 minutes to conjure something up from this game. As things stand, it looks like that first half strike by Ryanozuki Kabayama may be very, very important for Montedio. Goes Desaro, but he's still beaten in the air despite the big leap. Koreshi. Just forward to the half of Fujita. Now hand up. Interesting ball. It's Kato that was making a run in from the left-hand side. Kubu. Excellent play. Didn't realise how much time and space he had there. Ibuku Fujita sent a decent ball into the box, which is turned away by Yutari Hakamata. Former Jubilo Owata player heads it behind for a corner. Also had a spell at Yokohama earlier in his career. Kubu placing the ball down. Travelling Eagle Bees fans behind the goal, jumping up and down. They'd be well and truly jumping up and down if they could find a second goal, but this corner comes to nothing. Carefully placed back by Hiroki Noda to Goto. That's leaper height. That's twice now he's been beaten in the air. He seems to leap a little bit too early, doesn't he, Kira Desaro? Kaniwa. Quick ball into the penalty area, and it was nodded down by Yajima, but he was unable to get on the end of it. Yamazaki. It's a great ball in from Aquino. I thought he'd overhit it. He's done well to get on the end of it. Yajima realises he's not going to be able to get the header in on goal. He just nods it down. Just can't quite combine Yajima and Yamazaki, who's limping as a result of the challenge on him. For here on Sunday, today we're at home to Mito Hollyhock. The weekend. Could hold on to the 3 points here and win that game against Mito Hollyhock, and if Albirex were to beat Vigalta, that means they would be 3 points ahead of them with just 2 to play. I think he's going to have to limp out here. Yamazaki, substitute, might have to be substituted. Why? No real wrongdoing from the challenge of Omiya Ardija. Down to 10 men for a moment. Teams have made 4 changes. So they are within their allowance, allowed to make a further change. 7.5 minutes to go. Looks like it could be a third successive 1-0 defeat for Omiya, the Squirrels. Home record is pretty decent of late, 1 loss and 6. That's good play by Kato. Really good defending by Okiniwa, who's been solid at right back. Pushed inside. Just try and keep the ball at the moment with hand up. It's theirs to lose. Montedio. Puffed and puffed of Omiya, but I have to say, for the most part, the Eagle Bees have defended very well. They've got some more defending to do now. Takeda. The overlap. Okiniwa. Interesting ball in. Just nudged away. Not far enough by Kojima. Back in again. Stupid to try and get on the end of it. It's Yamazaki. There we go again. Takeda. Kunamoto. Okiniwa. Wide from Hakamata, and a good ball too. Matigi. Got to try and come up with some quality to prize open this well organised Montedio defence. It's been marshalled well by Shinzato and by Yamazaki and Noda at the back. Cleared by Kawai. Towards Desato. He'll put himself about. Looked like he might have been in an offside position there, Kanishi, but no flag. Kanishi. Very clever, intelligent ball, but cut out wisely by Shinzato. Shijima. To the last 4.5 minutes. Again, it's headed away by Noda. He's got a head on just about everything back there. Shima. Sea of yellow in front of him. Wide. Right, Yajima. To the penalty area it goes. Cleared away. Looking the same. Thiago Alves on the pitch and those counter-attacks. Montedio. Tigi. It's a good turn by Yajima. Run behind safely for a goal kick. 3.5 minutes to go. Here comes the change. Confirming that Yamazaki has gone off. Comes on. Homegrown player that's back from injury today. Over 100 appearances for the club, the 27-year-old. Made his debut some 8 years ago. This time he does win the header. Desato. And there would he was going to take the free kick, but he's left it instead to Yamazaki. Just chips it into the channel. Kunamoto. Way to the right-hand side, Shinzato. best 3 chances of the game, and ultimately the only goal of the game so far, have gone the way of Montedio Yamagata. They've had the lion's share of the possession. Yes, they've had to sit behind the ball for the last 20 minutes or so and hold on to what they've got. But he's put a pretty professional performance on a tricky away day. This will be their first victory since early August on the road. Away from home, only the leaders Albirex, Tokushima Votis and Fagiano have conceded less. They're not pretty watertight in their travels. They need to be watertight here. That's a lovely ball, and it's in! A reverse pass to Kojima, who burst forward from the back, and with a little over a minute to go, it's an equalising goal from Omiya. And that 1 point might just make all the difference in their bid for survival. But that equaliser may also change the complexion of the playoff places at the top. It looked as if nothing was coming from it, from Handa's challenge, and then suddenly the little reverse ball from the Yama, and Kojima bursts onto it and sweeps it home left-footed. A lovely finish, 2 left-footed goals. It's 1-1 now. A late equaliser for Kojima, and rather like the first half goal from the left foot of Ryunosuke Kabayama. It's his first goal of the season, and this could be a chance at the other end for Kato. Good goalkeeping by Shimura, had to come out very quickly. But they were so close to the 3 points, Montedio. To a certain extent, it's still very much in their own hands, because Albirex, as we expect them to, beat Vigalta at the weekend, and they were to win their home game, as we think they might well do, then the tide would be turned. There is 5 minutes of added time to come. Goal coming in the 89th minute. Sato Kojima with the equaliser. I'm sure it's particularly good news for the bottom 2 of Iwate, Gruda, Morioka or Ryukyu. Puts them a further point back from safety. That could be all the more challenging come the end of the season. To 39 points, it means Ryukyu, with 3 games to play and 9 points to play for, are 8 points from safety. Kind of can't see them getting out of it. Iwata, Grula, Morioka would be 5 from safety, 3 to play and 9 points to play for. Could be crucial. On 3, Kojima. Yama, this place would explode if it did come to a winning goal, and it might yet. That header from Yamazaki has spun away for a corner. Is there a late comeback from nowhere, really, from Omiya? Looked like this one was going to end 1-0. It's going to be swung in. It's a dangerous ball. Goalkeeper doesn't take any chances and decides to punch it. Try and catch it in this wet weather. Quite often it can slip through your fingertips. Those well-padded goalkeeping gloves are not always as grippy as you think they are. Throw it to Omiya. 2 minutes of 5 minutes added time have been played. Slides through to the goalkeeper. Another goal now for Omiya. And Ryukyu will all but be relegated. they can still catch Thespa. Lob towards goal, stopped on the line with ease by Shimura. Pump forward, stepping out from the back, Yamazaki, coolly down the line. Kubu. Up. Suzuki, Yamazaki, and up. Comes out well by Matiki. He's done well since he's come on at half-time. Watches it long down the line, goes nowhere. Just about to enter the final minute of the 5 added on. If there is to be a late winner, it's going to be dramatic, it's going to be very late, it's going to be last chance saloon. Isn't a disaster for either team. It does mean that they are still chasing the pack. Montedio could be in trouble here. Dipping, swerving shot from Takeda. Riding over the crossbar. Wasn't it far away? Fed in by Yashima. Takeda tried his luck. There's clearance. Around the corner. Keita. Held up well by Oyama. Trying to get the shot in. It's taken a deflection. It's Takeda again with the shot, and it was he that quickly sprinted off to the far side to collect the ball. And it's a corner, and the 5 minutes are up. This will probably be the last play of added time. Bedlam if they can score from this. Here comes the corner. Very nearly found the head of Shinzato, who's up from the back, but there goes the final whistle. Not the result that either of the head coaches would have wanted, but a fair result, I think, in the end. Omiya Ardija fighting their way back late in the day and finding an equaliser in the 89th minute through Masata Kojima to cancel out that first half strike from Ryanosuke Kabayama. So it's a point apiece. It means that Yamagata are still chasing down a playoff place. But Albirex taking on Vigalta at the weekend, there is every chance that they can close in on 6th spot come the weekend. For Omiya Ardija, they are now 5 points clear of the bottom 2 with 3 to play. Destiny is very much in their own hands. Final score here at the NAC 5 Stadium. Omiya Ardija 1, Montedio Yamagata 1.
小島選手、今季初ゴールがチームに勝ち点をもたらしました。今お気持ちいかがでしょうか。
いや本当終盤の試合で、引き分けが最低限だと思うんで、とりあえず勝ち点拾えたので、ほっとしてます。
小島選手のシュートといえば、新潟戦、群馬戦、非常に惜しいミドル、そして今日もありました。やっと入りました、小島選手。
前半も1本あったんで、ちょっとそろそろ決めなきゃって思ってたんで、ちょっとほっとしてます、これも。
今までミドルが多くて、そのミドルの調整をかなりご自身でも試合の中でされてました。今日ボックスの中でのシュートでした。
そうですね、ボックスの中入っちゃえばもう思い切りだけなんで、ちょっとそれで思い切りで入ったんで、ラッキーですね。
ただ時間帯にやっぱりあそこまで上がっていくというのは、小島選手のそのシュートに対する執念みたいなものを感じられましたが、どうですか。
そうですね、もう本当にゴール決めたい気持ちはやっぱ強かったんで、それが現れたかなと思います。はい、
この、シーズン終盤、順位的にも非常にこの勝ち点というものが大事な中で、小島選手ここ試合出続けています。今どんなお気持ちで試合に臨んでますか。
いや本当に残留しなきゃいけないという気持ちなんで、本当に責任感が本当に強くなってるんで、よりちょっと得点取りたいなって気持ちでいっぱいですね。
残りこれであと4試合となりました。今日も入れて4試合、あと3試合となりました。この残り3試合、どんなパフォーマンス見せてくれますか。
いや本当にチーム一丸となって勝ち点1でも積み上げて、本当に残留したいです。
今後も期待しています。
はい、ありがとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
監督、ホームで貴重な勝ち点1となりました。今日の90分振り返っていかがでしょうか。
もう本当ね、最後まで、選手たちが諦めずにね、戦ってくれた。3もちろん欲しかったんですけども、ただ我々にとってね、1っていうのも非常に価値のあるものだと思いますし、追いついた展開ということを含めてね、もうホームのね、こういう、今もそうですけども、こういうね、一体となってね、一つ前に進めたことはね、良かったと思います。
今日対戦の山形ですけれども、ハイプレス、そしてカウンターもありました。これリスクマネジメントの観点からも非常に難しい判断だったと思いますが、どのような対応を狙われていましたか。
いやもうね、実際コーがかなりね、救ってくれたシーンというのも実際ありますし、そこも含めて、ただ我々はね、やはり奪いに行かなければいけない、そういう立場、そういう中で本当に選手たちがそのリスクを冒しながらやってくれたというふうに思います。
後半に入って大宮のプレス1段階上がったように思います。より高い位置でのプレーというのが増えたように思います。後半に対してはどのような指示を送られました。
いやもう本当にもちろん相手がやはりリードを持っているので、少しそこでどうしても失うのを怖いというか、ちょっとやっぱそういったところっていうのはあったと思いますし、そういった中で、しっかりと我々が圧力をかけることができた。でだからこそどんどんまたね、前に出れたっていうふうに思ってますし、またその中で実際何回かさっきも話しましたけども、ひっくり返されるシーンもあったんで、そこのところは諸刃っていうところあったと思いますけども、結果的にね、今日そこが我々の方にね、勝ち点1という形で転がってきた、そういうふうに思います。
残り3試合、次節はまた準備期間短い中で連戦が続きます。ホームに山口を迎えるという一戦になります。残り3試合に向けていかがでしょう。
本当に今日取った1を無駄にしないように、本当にこれを積み重ねられるようにね、もっと大きなもので積み重ねられるように、短いですけども、時間短いですけども、準備ね、しっかりとしたいと思います。
ありがとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございました。
今日は前節から6人先発メンバーを変えて臨みました。そのメンバーが先制点を取ることもできました。90分どのように振り返られますか？
Yeah, no matter who plays for us, it doesn't matter who plays. We want to play our football, and you saw that tonight. And first half deserved the lead, and you know it's a tough away game to come to, and it's a game really, you know, a game to get the 3 points. You need the second goal, and that's where we let ourselves down tonight. We had enough chances to do that and take the game away with that second goal, and we'll be disappointed that we didn't do that.
誰が出ても自分たちの我々のフットボールをするというのが自分たちの戦い方ですし、そして全体的に自分たちの戦い方をする中で前半自分たちがいいプレーをしな自分たちのプレーをうまく出しながらリードを奪うことができたと思います。それも値するリードをしっかりと奪えたことが良かったとは思います。本当にタフなアウェーな試合でしたけれども、勝ち点3を奪っていくためには2点目を我々は取って相手を突き放していかなければいけない部分があったと思います。そこの分できずに残念に思っております。
まさにその追加点というところでは後半の45分の戦い方だったと思うんですが、このあたり大宮もプレスが高くなりました。どのように戦われましたか？どのような狙いを持って戦われましたか
Yeah, they did. They're obviously coming after the game and throwing everything they can to get points. They're desperate for points. We know that. We knew it was going to be a tough game. Having said that, we opened them up and we played some really good football to get some really good chances too. So that's the defining moment for us, is not to get that second goal, which you know, takes the game away from them. If you don't get the second goal, you're hanging on 1-0. They're throwing everything into it, and it's something like that can happen at the end. And really the most important thing we must do is get that second goal and take the 3 points.
相手は本当に非常に勝ち点を1点でも奪いに来るという形だったと思いまして、すべてを出し切って相手も戦ってきたと、大宮さんも戦ってきたと思います。そして本当にタフな試合になるということはよくしていましたけれども、その中で自分たちが意図していた通りにしっかりと相手を崩していくことだったり、いいチャンスを作っていくことができていたと思います。先ほども言いましたけれども、2点目のところ、2点目を取るというところ、やはりそこができなかった部分だと思っておりますし、やはり 1-0 のままで相手にこういうふうに粘られてしまうと、終盤こういうことが起こってしまうことがあると思います。我々としてはやはりしっかりと2点目を取れればよかったと思っております。
残り3試合となりました。最後に意気込みもお願いします。
Yeah, we'll throw everything into the last 3 games of the season. Play as best football we can for our supporters, and like I always say, play a game that we can you know, get them happy, proud and excited every time we play, and we want to finish the 3 games off with that power, and we see what happens after that.
すべてをその3試合で出していきたいと思いますし、サポーターのためにベストなフットボールができるように、そして彼らが本当に誇りに思えるような、そしてワクワクするような戦い方ができるようにしていきたいと思っております。
ありがとうございました。
どういたしまして。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。